So what are some of the main differences between the 2019 MacBook Air and the brand new 2020 MacBook Air? Let's go. Just really quickly, everyone stay safe out there. I'm actually making a quick video. I'm kind of not in quarantine, but we're actually in Chicago, and I'm over at my wife's mother's house. So with the coronavirus, everyone's kind of hunkering down here, so I'm doing videos where I can. Anyways, let's get into it. So today's video is going to be about the MacBook Air. What are the main differences between the 2019 MacBook Air and the 2020 MacBook Air? I'm going to keep it simple. I have a site that I saw that basically goes through the details of the actual differences between the two. Just going to go through those for people that are maybe interested in the new one. And again, I can't get out and get it yet. I will get it soon, but just because we're kind of like, all the stores are closed in Chicago, but I wanted to get the information out there. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, and this is what the video is going to be about. All right, so I'm just going to go through some of the basic specs. We're going to keep this very simple. Those are for people that want to just know the differences really quickly. So the 2019 and the 2020, what are the main differences? Well, for starters, the new one's a little bit heavier. It's going to be 2.8 pounds versus 2.75 pounds. So you won't be able to tell the difference, but it's just slightly heavier because maybe the keyboard changed, so they need that little bit extra weight there. So let's go down to here and we'll see. So here's the 2020 MacBook Air. Here's the 2019. Obviously the price has dropped, at least the starting price, for about $100 lower right now. Granted, that's not going to hold true. I mean, you're going to probably see the 2019 drop quite a bit just to kind of discount them. But anyways, for now, that's kind of what the starting price was. It's a little bit cheaper from the starting, from the start. If you look at the displays, this is basically going to be very similar. 13.3-inch LED backlit IPS, same as the other one. Basically same screen all the way around, so you're not going to get any differences there. 2560 by 1600 on both units here. As we go down, the one main difference here, and this is going to be due to the graphics card, is going to be your external monitors. You actually can run one external 6K monitor off the 2020 MacBook Air. 6016 times 3384, and it's up to 60 hertz on that. So on the other one, basically, you could only run one external at basically 5K, 5120, 2880, and up to two external displays with 4096 by 2304. So you get the idea. This has two external displays as well. So the main difference is you can run basically a 6K display, which is basically that new monitor that they came out with, that $5,000 monitor if you want to buy it. Not sure why you'd buy the MacBook Air and run a $5,000 monitor, but maybe there's a reason for it. Again, this is the 2020 over here, so it's running the Intel Iris Pro graphics. The 2019's got the Intel UHD graphics 617, so it's a little bit upgraded in graphics, and that's going to be an upgrade there as well, so it's going to help some of those applications. Dimensions are going to stay exactly the same, more or less. Let's see here. I do believe, though, that let me see, it's just slightly... No, I mean, I think it is actually the exact same. I'm looking at it right now. So that is the same. Here's the weight difference here. Slightly heavier this year, which obviously is not going to make a huge difference there. And if you look at the processor, it's 10th generation. It's got a 1.1 dual core. Intel Core i3 it starts with, but you can actually go up higher, and I'll show you here in a second some of the different versions you can get now. Last year in 2019 it was an 8th generation, so we jumped 2 generations, 1.6 dual core, and it's an i5. So you'll see that there's some differences here. This is the lower end processor in the 2020, but there's definitely some upper choices, which I'll show you in a second. And we'll kind of go through them here as well, but I'll show you on Apple's website. Here's the 1.2 quad core. This is the top of the line CPU you can go with. 1.2 gigahertz quad core Intel versus a 1.6 dual core Intel i5 before. So you can get a quad core. That's the main difference. So for video editing and things like that, it's going to be actually much better. The RAM is the 8 gigabytes at 16, same as last year, so no change there versus the minimum and the maximum. The storage is actually one of the main things that changed. The base now is going to be 256 SSD and a 2 terabyte minimum. Before last year it was 128 as the base and a 1 terabyte maximum. So you do get an upgraded, 128 gigs of space there. Battery life is going to be a little bit less, maybe due to the graphics card and also the processors. So not sure why that is yet. because obviously it's 10th gen, should be a little bit more efficient, but is running a little bit more power as well. So, and the graphics card might be a little bit stronger, so that's maybe one of the reasons. One of the big kind of disappointments was they left that stupid face camera at 720p, and they also left the ports the same. It's just 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and obviously we know that they need more than that. So anyways, but you do get a lot more for the cost, as you can see. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of the different models you can get, and then we're just going to wrap this up. And again, here's the Apple website. So I'm going to go through what you can get here for the base model. So it's $999. That's the base price. You get a 1.1 gigahertz dual core 10th gen, like I said, i3, turbo boost up to 3.2 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabyte SSD. That's basically a big upgrade over the 128. And you get the Intel Plus graphics. That's another kind of upgrade as well. You get the Touch ID as well, Force Track touchpad, and obviously the 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports. But as you go down here, you can see really quickly that you can go to a i5, and this is going to be basically quad core. So from a dual core to a quad core, it's going to be only a $100 difference. So if you select that, that'll only be $100. And you can actually go up to the i7, and that's going to be an additional $150 if you want to do that. And that'll actually be a quad core as well. So memory, if you look at it, it's a $200 upgrade for the 16 gigabyte, and you can't really upgrade it yourself that easily, so you may have to actually purchase this one for $200. Storage, again, comes with the 256, but at least they're making it a little bit more reasonable. At 512 is only a $200 upgrade. 1 terabyte's a $400 upgrade, which is getting a little pricey, so I wouldn't go much higher than that. And that's really about it. So it tells you what's in the box. Everything else stays basically the same, the look of it and everything like that. So anyways, I just wanted to go through this really quickly for people that want to know the difference between the 2019 and 2020, and hopefully that helped everybody. All right, so I know it was a quick video and I just went through some of the basic spec differences between the two. Hopefully it helps people that are looking into that, and you can order it online. I should have hopefully one coming in the coming weeks or so. I know I can order online. I couldn't get out to the Best Buy and get it though, because again, in Chicago with the coronavirus, everyone's kind of in a lockdown state. So a lot of the stores are closed out here, restaurants, things like that. So everyone stay safe. And you guys know I make videos, maybe about 2 a week on technology, a lot of Apple products, IBM stuff, PC stuff, things like that. And then also some travel, which is not doing too well right now, and some investing. So talk to you soon. Stay safe. Bye.